Good evening. My name is Chantel Hudson, and I want to thank you for joining me for this presentation this evening that will be covering not only what PEST stands for, PEST, but also would someone invest in Mexico and the reasons why it would be beneficial to, or if not, the reasons why it wouldn't. To start off with, PEST, the word PEST, PEST, stands for political, economic, social, and technological. And all of this covers basically everything that is involved in why you'd want to invest or not invest in a country such as we're speaking of today, which would be Mexico. Okay? So, the political part, right? The political part is that, believe it or not, just this year alone, Mexico has actually elected their president, and she is a lady, believe it or not, right? Wonderful. And what they do a little bit different from the United States is that they have a term of 6 years versus the United States that has a term of 4 years. And with the 6 years, you can't get reelected, okay? Basically, what that means is once you term your 6 years, that is your 6 years versus the United States, okay? The economic part about it is that they have advanced themselves a lot. They have progressed a lot with exporting, so they export a lot of steel products. Before, at one time, it was only food that they were exporting, such as avocados and tomatoes, but now it has emerged into being automobiles. They're even getting into technology, which is covering that PEST part, technological, because in order to do business with other countries, you need to be technology based. A lot of countries want to interact by utilizing payment methods that are a lot easier to be able to get their payments in less amount of times than just going through the old way of trying to get money transmitted to other countries. Now you're able to, a click of just going onto a computer or your, excuse me, a computer, or even using a mobile device. Even today, like a lot of people do, they go onto their mobile device, and with just a click of a button, they're able to transmit a payment from one country to another. So it's very easy, and that is why they're trying to get their technology ahead and advance, and they have done so. They have started utilizing technology. The reason why I was stating that what this is covering, this presentation this evening, is if you would want to invest in Mexico, would be the different policies that they have that they cover. So it is a free trade, okay? It's a free trade government. It's not like China, where China is, you got to go through the government for pretty much everything to get a say-so on this, a say-so on that. So before anything can actually be done, you would have to first get permission from the government, which can be time it's excruciating, because you have to wait for the government to give a thumbs up on everything, and if they disagree, then it's not going to go through. And countries don't have that kind of time whenever you're trying to purchase something or you need a service from another country. Time is a valuable asset, so it's kind of like you cannot just sit there and wait. And one of the benefits about Mexico is that you don't have to do that. It's free trade. The tariffs right now, they're working with decreasing tariffs. There's a new president that's coming into the United States once again, being reelected, which will be Donald Trump, that is trying to work with the current president in Mexico, to continue to keep the tariffs at a very low price so that they can help to export their products to the United States. Would I, as a person, want to invest in Mexico? Yes, even though it has its corrupt systems, such as in the past, excuse me, So in the past, Mexico has had issues with drug wars and gang affiliations and even corrupt political systems they've even had. But believe it or not, there's still advantages, and they're working in all of this. And why would someone want to invest in Mexico? Is the benefits of their partnering with Taiwan, Brazil, so many other countries that they're advancing themselves. And because the exporting is great and what they have to offer is such an immense need for the United States, who works very closely with Mexico, I would definitely say it's a plus. It's a benefit to want to invest in doing business with Mexico. It can only be beneficial because there's a lot that they can offer the United States, as far as what they export. Their steel, oil is the number one major exporting that's going on that the United States thrives off of is their oil. So definitely I would say yes to exporting, to investing in Mexico because of all that it has to offer other countries such as the United States that already is very close with Mexico. So yes, I would give it a thumbs up on that one. So I hope that you enjoyed my presentation this evening. I do apologize that I am very ill. Normally my presentations are a lot more detailed and thorough, but hopefully you got to know what PEST stands for: political, economic, social, and technological, as well as understand the reasoning behind why a country would want to invest in Mexico. So I want to thank you for tuning in today, and I hope that you enjoyed this presentation and you have a great one. Bye-bye.